Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right, thank you. You?
Good. Lovely.
I love you. I love your shirt.
I haven't worn a collared shirt for recreational purposes in so long. And I saw this and I thought, I'm going to spice it up. And I thought, you'll like this shirt. I hate this shirt.
I love it.
It's just the dumbest shirt.
Well, if you're going to give it away, I'll have it.
It's already too big on me. It'll be way too big on you. But
Well,
you think I could wear something like this?
I love it. I just love it.
Love it. Don't I look like a man who sells like oils and incenses and stuff?
No, not at all.
Don't I look like I have lube in my car? Isn't that the vibe I give off?
No, you look as if you belong on Carnaby Street in the 1970s.
Well, that's true. Hello, everybody. Excuse me, out of the way, please. Pardon me. Sir, do you sell brollies? Yeah, I look like I'm a retired, huh?
No, carry on.
I feel like I look like I'm to me it feels like I'm wearing a half kimono.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You're saying kimono to that.
I'm saying no. Now, is it big because you've lost so much weight?
I think it was always maybe it might be. I don't honestly, like, it has been so long since I've put on a shirt of this nature. I don't even remember how it's ended up there or its history. But
no.
I mean, it's weird. So
it's almost like you should have
this helps.
a little pork pie hat and
right. Thank you.
And dark glasses.
Right. Right. Yeah, really get into character. All right, then, everybody.
No, I think it looks lovely. It looks very 1970s. I love it.
It certainly does look 1970s. So how are things with you? Now, I want to tell you, I'll handle the pictures today.
Oh, okay.
So don't you worry about that. I've got some stuff. So, but how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes. Yes. No worries at all in my life.
Took a long time to get there. You could have just said no worries. You added 9 words.
I had to think whether I did have any worries.
But that's nice. That's nice that you actually think about that. Not enough people do that when you say, how are you to someone. Not enough people give you the real, not well. You never get that,
No, you do with some people, don't you?
Yeah. My guess is that gets old. I would find it refreshing in a way, but then also I'd be like, like that's what you would do at the store. They'd be like, you having a good day today? You'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
No. My car is done. They don't.
Well, I remember when we first came to America, I always remember Nick saying that we'd go in a supermarket and he'd say, why did they tell me to have a nice day? They don't care.
That sounds just like the way he would
that sound just like Nick?
Yes.
And that would be the same Nick today, wouldn't it?
Yes. So he's still accurate and right. Now let's talk about the background choice. It seems that this week we've gone with a subtle choice, but it seems that you've decided to throw 2 of the pillows behind the other pillows. So what effect are you going for? Walk me through this process. Now, you don't need to move them or take the piss. You put them there legitimately. You legitimately put them there, and you thought to yourself, what? You thought, oh, this will be nice. I'll have 2 pillows poking out.
I just thought it was a bit of a change, and I thought I could be in the middle, but I didn't quite get it right.
No, you had it, but then you started messing with it because I called you out.
Yeah. I just thought a change, and I thought...
It looks like there's 2 couch sharks behind you.
And I wanted me to look comfortable, and
you wanted you to look comfortable. Now, how much do you really think about doing these? Like, do you go, oh, this, I mean, it's an event. It feels eventy.
Yes, I just want to make sure that it looks right, and I've done some preparation, but I haven't today, really.
No, that's okay. That's all right. No. Don't you worry about that.
Well,
let's start with some stuff now.
Oh gosh!
Look at that. Who's that lady?
Moi.
I can't recognize you without 2 couch pillows behind you.
You could arrange it. You could.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
Yes. No, that's really. It's funny actually because I've got the big version in here somewhere of that.
Oh, do you?
Look.
Oh yeah. Well, then I've also have the big version of that.
Oh well, I've got the size you've got too somewhere.
Wow, this is a collection.
Yeah, we're on. It's here somewhere. I don't know.
Where was this? Where was this taken?
That was taken.
Don't worry about finding it. It's fine.
That we lived in Halesoe in just outside Birmingham, and that was taken. We lived on a road called Manor Lane, and one of Angie's boyfriends took these pictures.
Okay.
Yes, and he was very tall. She's married to a man now, your Uncle Dave, who's 6'8", and the man who took these pictures was 6'7".
What is her deal? She just likes gladiators?
She likes very tall men, and it's funny because she's very short.
Extremely tall men.
Yeah, and she's short.
She's very short. Yes. I mean, compared to these tall men.
Yeah,
that's got to be really strange. I would find that very strange to fall in love with someone with a huge size difference. That would be bizarre.
Yeah, but for you, it would have to be somebody really titchy, wouldn't it?
But even then, it would be really weird.
Yeah. Would you ever
go? For someone really short?
Or would you go for somebody taller than you?
I would. I've gone out with there have been a couple times where I've gone out with girls. I went out with one girl a couple times who was like very tall. And yeah, it was interesting. But I kind of liked it. Because I'm like, I think I grew up watching Arthur and Dudley Moore, so I'm like, I don't mind being this little mischievous, tiny scamp, I'll just.
Did you feel safe with her? Because did you think she would?
I always walked behind her, and she always walked on the side of the pavement closest to the road in case a car came. She would be able to swat it away better than I.
Not away. And if somebody came for your body.
One night, remember, I got really drunk, and I made out with a girl who was way shorter than me, a very short person.
Did you?
And I was very drunk. So the problem was that it was like I was going from up here down to here, and the balance was not helping my balance a lot.
What were you? Were you standing up then?
Yeah.
When you were making out.
Yeah, it was a stand-up. Yeah. It was a one-off. You know what I mean? Now, is this from the Weird Furniture guy?
Yes, that's the Weird Furniture. We've done him.
It's a very melancholy image.
Yes, it's quite nasty. I look quite evil, don't I?
Well, not evil, but it is a darker. Now, did you ever want to model or anything? Did you ever think about doing that sort of stuff?
Oh yes, I think my mother took me to a model agency once to see but they told me I was too short to be a fashion model, but they thought possibly, I don't know, I can't remember, but she took me somewhere anyway.
She took you somewhere and they said you're too short for runway, but
yes,
potentially you could sell tea bags.
Yes, but I think it was just go away, take her away. She's no good,
Is that how it worked back then? They had trap doors and they just sort of whisked you away.
Yes.
Two gentlemen in suits yank you out and throw you in a pit.
Yeah, you would.
Don't come back until you've grown.
you were sent down into a pit with your mother, whoever had taken you.
Whoever had taken you.
I do have a very vague memory of that.
Yeah, but then that was kind of it. You thought no. I mean, did you ever want to pursue anything more in this? No,
not really. No, I didn't.
Well, it's probably for the best. They did a lot of cocaine, so that's good things. You probably wouldn't have had me. You'd have probably had Nick, but not me.
No, that's true. That's true. No.
And we wouldn't be doing this. And your pillows would not be organized. Think of the butterfly effect of that moment.
Was it really good?
It's amazing. It's really.
What's so interesting is
it's very interesting.
No, but I think with you, because you've got like great big shoulders like this because of the chair at the back. Can you see it?
Yeah, so you've got shoulders.
Well, it looks like you've got like a neck pillow or something.
Well, it's a chair. So you're so those two insane pillows behind you. You're trying to replicate a chair.
I think we've got similar.
You've had a chair before, but then you've moved. You keep moving.
I tried over there, but I didn't think that looked good.
Where are we going to do from next?
Pardon?
Where are we going to do it? Should we do one in the kitchen next week, maybe?
Well, I thought about that, and I would have done it upstairs, but my iPad doesn't work upstairs.
Sure. Well, that's a big problem.
Yes, yes.
Now, what was it like? Obviously, it's Christmas time, but let's really just go in on what was it like to have a sort of less wrinkled gremlin come out of you?
I thought you were beautiful.
You thought I was beautiful.
Yes.
You thought I was beautiful.
I thought you were a lovely baby.
You thought Oh, look, I'm doing the 2 pillows.
Oh, yes.
I've got the 2 pillows as well.
That's
genetic.
Right.
It's a genetic feature.
It's definitely.
I mean, I've got it the exact same setup as you.
That's so funny. That's hilarious, isn't it? That is so. And anyway, but look, I want to show you. Look,
no, you're not doing any today.
Look weird.
I know, Mom, but don't worry. Put your pictures down. I've got it today.
Okay, right. No, I
think that's amazing.
Yeah, but you look lovely on that, I think.
Lovely?
Yes, I think you look really sweet.
I look like the dummy that they test CPR out on, the baby version.
That lovely red furry thing, that came from Sweden.
Look at that lip.
Oh, it's lovely. People would pay to have those. People pay to have those lips now.
I must say, I was ahead of duck face.
Yes, yeah, but those lips, that's what they inject collagen.
Those lips, those hips, yeah, I know they do the collagen. Now you've often toyed with the idea of potentially having some cosmetic surgery. You've never thought of it.
I don't think I would.
No.
I think you go through a stage as a woman where you feel perhaps you don't like getting older, but then
I wonder what has created that.
Yes, but then you look at things like your hands and your legs, and you just think, well, unless you had your whole body done, it wouldn't really make
people get their hands done. That must be a funny one, though. They
do. I remember watching on public television in America a woman who'd had her whole body done.
Well, what does that mean? Her whole body done?
Everything. She had.
You can't have everything done.
Yeah. Well, yes, I'm sure I watched it unless I dreamt it. Look it up afterwards and see.
Look it up afterwards. Okay.
A whole body lift.
I'll look it up afterwards. Now, what do you remember when you were a child? What did you think of the world? Were you freaked out by it? Did you adapt quickly? My question is, did you ever look at the world like this? Did you ever go, is it true that I came out on acid? I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
That isn't very flattering, but you weren't very old then on that picture. You were.
I am 31 there. I was 31 years old.
No, you weren't. And look at your red hair.
This is just the craziest picture. I can't imagine having a baby. I would be like, I can't imagine it. I have no interest. Did you enjoy it? It just seems like a tremendous pain in the ass.
No, you just don't think about it. I mean,
you enjoyed it.
You're just a mother, and yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No point where you ever like.
No, I don't think so, because I think you just get wrapped up in the moment, and and you've got a baby to take care of. You've got to look at.
You get wrapped up like it's a swaddle.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay. Yes.
Now, I don't know. We might have talked about this one before, but remind me again. What is this one?
That's when I worked for Wrigley's as a sales promoter.
So what are you doing there? Is that just totally changed?
That tray was full of chewing gum.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had the tray thing.
Yeah, and that was my uniform. It was green, and we were promoting Wrigley's double mint gum. And
you did a hell of a job. I've heard of it.
And it's good, and it still goes now. And I think we were at a garage there. Who's
the guy?
I think he was somebody filling up his car with petrol, and we would just go up to people.
So who took the pictures? Did Wrigley's take the pictures?
Yeah, we had, there was like a photography team with you.
So that sounds a little modelly.
Take the pictures, yeah.
Look at those teeth. For England, those teeth of yours.
Yeah, I know.
What do people think of you?
I know. Everybody always said I had really nice teeth. So
you never had braces or anything? No, obviously. No. Yeah.
I was born with that settlement.
That is shocking.
Yes.
It's probably because you ate all those dog biscuits when you were a little girl.
That's right. Yes.
They're good for your teeth.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And your favorite color of dog biscuit, one more time for the record, was?
Pink.
Yes.
That was why I tried them, because I thought they looked lovely. I thought all those pink ones look so nice.
I believe we've talked about that on here.
Yes, we have talked about that.
How much would it cost to get you to eat a dog biscuit now?
How much would it cost?
Yeah.
$1,000.
What? You are out of your mind. That is some ivory tower shit right there. Do you remember when we used to dare my buddy Graham to eat dog food? And he would?
Vaguely.
And then there was one, he could never keep it down. And then one day we kept letting him have another try for like $20 or something. And he kept throwing up, and we wouldn't let him have water. And then the third time he swallowed it and he ran around the yard because he was so happy.
And was it dry food? It wasn't the wet food.
It was dry food. It was dry food. Well, I mean, when he regurgitated, it was wet food, but going in dry.
That's what I remember about eating the biscuits, that I didn't swallow. I tried to swallow them, but they didn't go soft. So
no, they're very dry. No, when you really look at what an animal, you think of our options when it comes to food and the amount of things we have for food now. You know, people won't eat things with salt or without ketchup. And then you look at animals who just eat dry kernels, and that's literally it. And they're just like, yeah, I have pellets, you know.
Yes.
And we're and I don't know, we're a very spoiled species, I'd say. Also freaking out.
Yes, that is a funny picture, isn't it?
Look at that.
Your eyes almost look crossed there, don't they?
I honestly look like I viewed life as a bad acid trip the whole time. And judging by the little thing you've put me in, I don't think I'm far off. I mean, it looks like right now you could be playing like down, 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 bam, and then you pull out, and then it's me just like, you know. It's crazy.
I wonder if that was by the sink. That was my favorite place to put you.
And then I liked getting bathed in the sink. Isn't that weird?
Yes. And you got that's probably why you liked the washing up bowls to sit in. It was comfortable.
You mean these?
Yes, I mean those. Yes.
Look at how spoiled I was. Most kids just had the one bin, but I had a bin in a bucket.
You did.
Look at that.
Yeah. That was probably to fill it up with water when it got cold.
So you just throw me in a dishwashing bucket, and I was happy.
Yes.
Simpler times, don't you think? Look at that garden, too. Look at how nice that all looks.
Yes, that was lovely. Well, that was Cedarburg Road, wasn't it? That was behind the...
Yeah, exactly. Looks very nice.
I think that must have been before we did the vegetable patch.
Do you miss Wisconsin? I know you don't miss the winters, but
no, I miss. I can't say I miss, but I think that we had a lovely house and lovely land and lovely parties and
it was a good era.
But it's too cold. I couldn't live in that cold anymore. That's one of the reasons I came back to England, because I just thought I was done with winters. And
when was the last time you were back there?
In Wisconsin. Yeah. And I was thinking about that. Probably about 2005, maybe.
Interesting. That's a long time.
Yes, I'd like to go.
Let me ask you this. I want to just shift gears for a moment. I have a couple pictures left, but I've been led to believe you had an eventful week.
An eventful? Not really. I mean, I've had a few good things that happened.
I heard that you went to a shop to purchase some things, And,
I know what you're getting at.
And you gleaned.
I didn't really.
Will you walk me through what happened?
I don't know. What do you want to know? You better prompt me.
I want to know the whole thing. So you went to a shop and you were at the electronic checkout. You look so guilty right now, Mom. So do you understand that you have this, there is still, this person is still, even younger than this, is still inside of you. This incorrigible little child who still is mischievous, who still likes these little kicks in life where you do these little mischievous things. And the reason why I know you feel a little uncomfortable about it is because it makes me look bad. But I don't think it does. I think it's how everyone works. I don't think there's many people who go, if you get a free piece of chocolate from a shop, like, oh, you're a criminal. So just talk me through what happened. It's a very small moment, but I just find it so fucking funny.
All right. Well, I was, you don't want the sandwich one.
I want that. I want you. Why don't you give me both?
Well, anyway, I was ringing up my stuff on the electronic machine, and
what does the electronic machine say there?
It's one of the
But like what? It's English accented, so it's just
yes,
like.
Yes. Do you know? I can't.
Put your items in the shopping area.
Yes, I think it is. It's something like that.
You've removed an item from the shopping area.
Yeah.
Oh, you there, Chappie? You've removed an item from the shopping area.
And this one, I think, weighs it, and to make sure that you're not, as you're paying.
They put it on the scale to make sure you're not.
Yes. Anyway, so what happened was I couldn't get these little. I was buying a few things for Fiona.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and the little Easter bunnies wouldn't chocolate Easter bunnies wouldn't scan, and I kept trying them. And the lady came up and said, "Are you having trouble?" And I said, "Yes, I can't scan these." And she looked at the list and she said, "No," she said, "they've gone through. They've gone through as lollies." So she said, "You're fine. Just pack them away."
But what she didn't know
was
that there were already 2 lollies that you had scanned and put in your bag.
Oh, well, they were on the weighing thing.
Yes.
They were, and she hadn't spotted them. So
you were given 2 free chocolate bunnies.
Two free little Easter bunnies, yes. And I must be honest, there was a point where I thought, well, maybe they do class them as lollies. But it was only really when I studied the receipt afterwards, I thought, no. I did get chocolate lollies as well.
But when you were in there, you probably thought to yourself, I'm getting these. I've already got the lollies. These bunnies are separate from the lollies.
Yes.
There's probably going to be a time where she's going to scan a bunny and it's going to come up as a bunny and she's going to go, oh, I thought these were lollies.
Yes,
and
yes.
You and go, ooh, that vagrant.
That last lady took the bunny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
okay. Is this the same trip or a different trip, this part?
No, it's the same one. And at the same time, I bought some sandwiches because I was planning that I was going to do the little ones afternoon tea. Sure. In the garage at the picnic table in the freezing cold.
What an event! What an event! I mean, it's like the Academy Awards. That's lovely. So hey, do you want to bring your kids over? I'll throw them in the shed and give them some sandwiches I've pre-made bought.
So well, no, I've got a couple of heaters out there, so it can get quite warm out there, and the treadmill. Anyway, so when I got back, I went through my shopping, and I was putting it away. And I thought, oh no, I forgot one of my sandwiches. And I thought, well, that's judgment on you. You obviously got the little bunny.
You found it to be karmic.
Yes, I did. I thought, well, it serves you right. You probably should have pursued the bunnies. And so anyway, but I was really quite cross. So I thought, well, I'm going to ring Marks and Spencer's and ask them if anybody's handed a sandwich in.
Now, how much did this sandwich cost?
Probably a couple of quid. It wasn't much. £2.
A £2 sandwich, and
yes, but it was mine. It was egg, tomato, and salad cream.
Okay. So you okay?
So anyway, I went online and found the phone number for Marks and Spencer's, and then I got put through to the Kidderminster one, and it rang and it rang and it rang. It must have rang. I thought, you're bloody going to answer your phone now. Now no, I've got this far. Anyway, they didn't. I waited and I waited. And again, I thought, oh, well, it serves you right. You shouldn't have taken the bunnies. So anyway, so I forgot all about it. And then yesterday I was cleaning my car and I was doing all the inside and the outside. And I went in the boot. And all of a sudden I looked and I thought, bloody hell, there's the egg and salad cream sandwich. It was there in the box. It had slipped out of the bag into the back of the boot.
So essentially, you bought a sandwich that was tomatoes and salad cream and
an egg,
and you lost it. And then how long after did you find it?
A day and a half.
Day and a half. And then what did you do? What did you do when you found the sandwich after 2 days?
Oh, I checked on the date and I ate it for my dinner last night.
Oh, sweet mother of God.
And I've got the other half for tonight.
Why? What are you talking about?
I've already made it up lovely with some rockets.
Mom, you should attach a rocket to it and shoot it to space. What? Why? That is egg. That's old. That doesn't age well. Why are you... What is this compulsion to... Are you there? Oh, yeah, wait. You're back now.
Yeah.
I think you did that just so you don't have to answer this question.
It was ever so funny because you stuck in this one like this.
You had a face too.
Yeah,
so you ate 2-day-old egg sandwich from your car boot, and you're eating it again today, like 5 days later.
No. It'll be, wait a minute. It'll only be 2.5 days today.
It'll be 3 days.
1.5 yesterday. 3
days. You're eating a 3-day-old egg sandwich that you found in the trunk of your car.
But what I must point out is that it's very
garbage.
It's cold here. So it's like a fridge in my boot. So
yes, we know. Last week we learned that Nigel preserves his dead animals with the cold, and now we're finding out that you also treat your car boot as a freezer when you've dropped an egg salad sandwich in it for 2 days. And then you eat it.
Yes. Well, I'm here to tell the tale.
What would she say?
She'd say, good for you.
Would she?
Yes.
You really think she would?
Yes, I would have always been the same.
All right.
We were brought up that way. We never wasted anything.
I know. I'm aware. It is, and it's good. It is good. It's just some people, I think, after 2 days, 3 days of a sandwich sitting in the trunk of their car would not be like, I'll eat that. Whatever. I'm a dog human.
But the sell-by date was yesterday. So, and I read somewhere that
I would love to know where you read this because I know we'll never find out. But go ahead.
It's one of these closeout places, and it says if it tastes okay, eat it.
That is a terrible policy. That is not how getting food poisoning works at all. You eat things and they taste good, and then you get sick way later, and you go, "Oh my God!" But it tasted so good. Whoever wrote this article that you read that said, if it tastes good, eat it, should not be writing articles online that people should be reading.
I think it was the Pound shop.
Well, they're probably going to push that kind of rhetoric. They're probably going to push the thing where they go, "Ooh, if you can get it down, it is fine."
And anyway, it was a famous sandwich to me.
Why was it a favorite? What do you mean? What does that even mean?
Well, it had a journey, hadn't it, in life?
You feel like you ate the Forrest Gump of sandwiches?
I do.
You feel like you had like an explorer sandwich?
I just felt that it had a very interesting history. Only for 2 days. But
Do you often look for the Indiana Jones of meals? Is that often what you're after? No. In this case, you felt like you had a hero, not a hero, but a hero sandwich.
Well, I feel it justifies my eating it because it has a story behind it.
That is the craziest thing I've heard since if it tastes good, eat it. It's crazy.
Yes.
100%. I can't believe you were allowed to raise children with that attitude. No wonder you kept me around, because most people would have tossed me. Let me just go down in that pool. Where is that? That looks so nice.
Look how brown I am.
Yeah, and look at how disgusting I am. I look like Louis Anderson the baby.
No, you don't. You look so sweet.
No, wrong. Now, this is my baptism, right?
It must be, yes, because it's huge, because you're only used to a bucket.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was my little mind going through when I was in a body of water like that? Crikey, Mum, they've got a big tub, haven't they?
Nice, isn't it?
Oh, they've got a big sink, haven't they, Mum?
And it's got patterns on it.
Oh, look at the size of their bucket. Well, I'm very impressed with all the pictures you have where you look very nice. Did you get a lot of attention from gentlemen? Were you talked to randomly a lot?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
What was it? What would be the approach that someone would have back in the day to ask you out? What would they say?
Probably be, do you want to go for a drink?
Really? So it's still the same thing?
Yes. Because, I mean, there were loads of pubs in those days, so you just go to a pub for a drink.
Right.
Or you...
Would you feel inclined to say yes? Or would you say no if you...
Well, I probably did, because when I worked for Wrigley's and for Will's, I was in London.
What's Will's?
And Will's, I sold cigarettes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Of course, that's why I encourage everyone to smoke.
And have gum.
Yes. And so it was interesting to me. You know, I went to parties and it was fun. And I had a fun time. It was lovely. I loved it.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. And I'm very impressed with all that. And then I'm also just so disappointed with what's happened with this sandwich.
Don't worry, it's getting its last hurrah shortly.
The idea that it is going to be eaten still is...
It won't be around tomorrow. I shall have to do something else tomorrow. I should be quite sad, actually, to see it go, to see it consumed. It's lovely, though. I've done it lovely. It's in a little box, ready to eat.
What do you mean? What does that mean? You put it in a box? Why?
I stored it in a box last night in the fridge, and then what I shall do now is eat it.
I think it was easier to make Frankenstein. So what box? What kind of box?
Just a little, like a little Tupperware box.
Okay, so you put it in Tupperware.
Yes, and I shall eat it out of the Tupperware box.
Clean it out of the Tupperware. And what have you done to it that makes you think it's so nice? You added rocket and what else?
And I put a packet of crisps to go with it.
Mom, how old are you? I mean, this is like what I eat in an airport, and you're like, tea. What kind of crisps?
No, this is just plain crisps.
Plain. You are just the woman of mystery.
No, plain crisps.
You're eating car sandwiches and having plain crisps, putting half sandwiches in boxes.
It's lovely. It's really, it's got avocado in it, and I put some lemon juice on the avocado. It's got rocket.
This sandwich is not deserving of the amount of effort you've put into it.
And I might put just, a little luxury, an extra squirt of salad cream on it. I might eat it with
you belong behind bars.
Might have to eat it with a fork. It's so big. It's about that fat.
Well, congratulations.
I bet you can't wait to come and have my food.
I cannot wait till it's the next time that I visit, and we can both go to the garbage site, local repository, and take out whatever we feel like eating, like a couple of Templetons from Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure we store the sandwiches in the boot of the car so that
then we'll put them in the proper box for 3 days, and then we'll bring them out. Then we'll exhume them, which is really what it is. We will exhume them.
And we'll have a glass of wine with them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but where do we get that from? The sewer drain?
No, my wine is beautifully stored. It's in a lovely rack, and I've got cupboards of it. I'm very, very, very look after my wine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there it is. There's the word we were looking for. Look after my wine. Well, Mother, thank you very much. Did you have any stand-up dates or any appearances you'd like to promote or anything?
No, I don't think
so.
Really.
Are you doing any other shows? Are you doing a podcast or anything like that you want to promote?
No. Are you doing a stand-up show and a podcast?
I have those. Yes, I do have those. I wasn't sure what you were doing. I know you're on the road a lot. You must miss the road from quarantine. Must be hard.
Yes. It must be hard for you as well.
No, it's harder for you. Do you want to say goodbye to my shirt?
Oh, bye-bye shirt. I love it. It's so nice. Well, don't throw it out. I want it.
I'll put it in the garbage and then you can feel comfortable taking it out and having it.
Yeah, and then we'll put it in the boot and let it go cold and stay fresh. Yeah.